Okay, class, again, good morning for everyone. So today actually I want to make mainly we are mainly talk about the financial management aspect of the last part of the financial management lessons. So when the business finance so far, if you remember in this term, we talk about the main different lessons. We talk about the source of finance. We talk about the internal source and external source of finance. And we talk about the mainly we need finance for different reasons. Short-term needs and long-term needs are there for startup capital, for emergencies, for expansion, everything. I talk about there are internal methods are there like personal saving, return profit, selling assets are mainly internal source of finance available for the organizations. We talk about there are external source of finance are there such as bank loan, bank overdraft, trade payable, trade credit, bank loan capital, eh, uh, and also unsecured bank loans, mortgages, debentures, hire purchase, share capital, venture capital. So many options we talk about. That's our right first lesson. And then we talk about after that the second lesson we call very interesting topic. We talk about cash flow forecasting. There you actually prepare a cash flow forecast. We talk about what is inflows, what are the outflows, what is the net cash flow. We talk about that and the importance of cash flow. We talk about how what is the importance of preparing cash flow forecast to find out the shortages and everything, to find out the surpluses, and we can find out the solution to overcome those difficulties, and you can these main important we talk about is supporting for application for funding in loan when applying for bank loans and everything. Having a cash flow is important, right? Monitoring the cash flow is a good financial monitoring mechanism. Right? These things we talk about as a method application. We talk about prepare cash flow, inflow, outflow, net cash flow, opening balance and closing balance. Right? Talk about that the nice calculation you did several times. You actually meet these calculations in unit exams, midterm exams, and everything, right? And we talk about after that lesson called costing, and that you talk about the different costings, fixed costs, variable costs, total cost, and total revenue, average cost, and talk about the total revenue part, calculate the profit, profit total revenue minus total cost. This part, this calculation we did. So you have very good understanding of how to calculate the total cost and total revenue. And after that, we talk about the lesson called break-even analysis. So under break-even analysis, you talk about this is a situation where total revenue equal total costs, where total revenue and total cost is equal, are same. So break-even we talk about there are formulas there to calculate fixed cost divided by selling price minus variable cost. So it is called the contribution also, fixed cost over contribution. And then we can find out the number of units which is you need, you can cover up your total cost. This total revenue equal to total cost. There is no profit or no loss situation. Okay, and we talk about we draw break-even charts. Break-even chart above the break-even point is profit region, below the break-even point loss region, and the difference between actual point and the break-even point we call the margin of safety. If you, those things, and you talk about what happened when the angle changes, what happened when the break-even, what happened to the break-even point when fixed costs increase, fixed cost decrease, variable cost increase, variable cost decrease, what happened to the break-even point, what happened to the profitability and everything. Talk about the kind of effects of changes in the cost and the revenue for the break-even point. Talk about that impacts. In my handout also we did this luckily before the school stops. Physically we did that thing as a final lesson, I remember. So we talk about the break-even analysis, advantages, limitations of break-even analysis. We talk about it's a highly technical subject, break-even knowledge, very useful day-to-day life. And recently we talk about this financial statement, statement of comprehensive income. This is called the income statement of profit and loss account, and talk about how to calculate gross profit, how to calculate the operating profit, revenue minus cost of sale, that is the gross profit, and from gross profit if you deduct the expenses, that's called the operating profit. So operating profit, and we talk about after that what are the expenses and everything, the format and everything, what is meant by revenue, what is meant by cost of sale, what is meant by administration expense, selling distribution, finance cost. You find out what are the meaning and what are the coming under all that headings, what are the subcategories coming under all that thing. What do you mean by profit for the year? What do you mean by profit year after tax? Yeah, profit for the year after tax, everything we talk about, and we find out the financial statement and importance of this. Importance of preparing financial statement. We can do investment decisions, you can take cost analysis part, You can analyze the cost, analyze admin costs, marketing costs. We can use the income statement. You can use the income statement for the for basis for future forecasting, and you can make comparison with other companies of your, if you're a group of company, you can make a comparison with other companies in other hotels. So if you have one hotel, you can compare with other hotels. If you have one manufacturing company, you can compare other manufacturing company. Like that, you can make comparisons. These are the main benefits of preparing this thing. And we talk about, that's the SOFP, sorry, SOCI, Statement of Comprehensive Income. Yeah. So mainly in the Statement of Comprehensive Income, we talk about, that's the financial, there are two main financial statements. First one is in SOCI, Statement of Comprehensive Income, and second one is the Statement of Financial Position, right? So a lot of accounting students are there in my class, I know, right? There are so much of people who are very well thorough knowledge about this thing. Not like in accounting here, business we are talking about mainly the importance and the benefits of preparing this part only, right? For exams and everything, we are not asking to prepare income statement and SOF, but you should know the meaning of these things. What are the importance of preparing these things? Yeah. So yeah, there's some student. Yeah, Diluk asking a question, sir. Can we say break-even analysis does not take into account discount received or allowed as a result of the sales of a large output of purchase of good? Yes, that is called. Yeah, they have the weak point in the break-even analysis, that we are not actually taking the discount part into calculation, because it is there normally in the break-even. Like mainly economies of scales or everything is there normally. If you purchase bulk, we have the discount, but in break-even we assume there is no discount. That means in the break-even we assume that normally the business does not keeping any stocks, and the business actually they didn't get any normally like no discounts and everything. Because if the discounts are there, like Diluk says, their bulk purchase discounts are there, the people can't actually measure it, like a curves and everything. No, you can't create straight lines, because it will be go ups and downs. Therefore, the break even the analysis, that is the limitation of break even analysis, right? So today, after we talk about today's then 262, okay, let's go to yeah. We are in the current lesson, the use of financial document, guys. So mainly income statement, SOF we talk about. I just take a quick revision of some topics. So under income statement, SOFP is categorized as use of financial document. Even not only those two, even cash flow forecast also a financial document, right? Break-even also a financial document. Break-even chart is a financial document, right? Income statement is a financial document. SOFP is a financial document. Cash flow forecast is a financial document, right? There are so many financial documents are there. Some documents are not, we are discussing here even, right? For example, like statement of changes in equity. All that part we are not doing in O level. So we'll find that in later in A2. So like all of these documents are important. That's why we prepare. That's why actually managers are spending money for this document. That's why they employ employees to prepare these things. So mainly the use of financial document, you can see we talk about mainly the last week. Financial document we can use for several stakeholders, for example, to managers and employees. Especially managers are the one who make the decisions to, they are the one who making decisions. Really, the directors and managers are the one who players inside the organization who make the decisions. This financial decision, financial statement make a kind of a sensible output, because they want to find out whether their decisions are accurate or not, right? Whether if I'm a marketing manager, I want to find out that whether my marketing decision, the marketing strategy that we actually use is successful or not. Like that, the organization is really important for managers as well as employees to find out the financial performance of the business organization, financial status, position of the business organization, the liquidity and profitability, right? So these things are really important for them to take decisions regarding their job security. Whether if I'm a manager, I want to know about the company's profitability performance. If this organization is not good, then I can think, okay, I should start another company. I should find another job. If this business organization not perform very well, even a worker, employees, this matter their job security. No? This organization, they find out this running out of law, no? Running at a loss situation. They can't actually cover their cash expenses. They cannot actually haven't enough revenue. Then workers, whatever, they demotivate. They will feel this organization not a good organization. This organization actually haven't enough retained profit, haven't enough actually. They don't have enough revenue to cover up the administration costs. So this will be definitely there will be no increment, no bonus. There will be no career growth in my for work life. So they will thinking, okay, to join a rival company. So as a workers, managers and employees are really interested on the financial statement because of that. So that's one aspect of the financial statement for important key stakeholders. Another one is owners and shareholders. It's different because owners belong to sole traders and private company we call owner. But in case of a PLC, it's a private limited company. We call there we don't call owner, we call shareholder. So both of them wanted to have increase the wealth of their business. They mostly expecting the bottom line, the profitability of the business to going up. So if the loss making situation, they will discourage and they will you can see when the performance going down, they will definitely try to sell the shares and they want to withdraw exit from the market. It's a good example, guys. When I think if you're reading, I know some of you very interested in the share market. Um, Today morning I saw the Forbes magazine. They're actually making the revealing. Friday. A lot of tech company shares has been going down. Share prices were gone down, especially Amazon, Apple, Tesla, uh, all that companies. So what has happened actually within one day? World's richest person, Jeff Bezos, his net worth gone down by 9.5 billion within one day. Last Friday. It was having about 200 billion net worth at that time because that happened as a result of the Amazon share price because he owns more than 60% of the Amazon. So his Amazon share price went down by 5%, only 5%, right? Amazon shares is when trading around about 16,000 something like a big amount, and then the share price went down by 5%, small amount. Right? For example, it's traded at we say 100 rupees, it gone down by 5 rupees, 95 like that. 5%, as a result of that, his net worth gone down by 9.5 billion. 9.5 billion, right? So, can you imagine? There are people who are actually making losses at these times. Small share market movement, this all share market always not upward, there are downwards are there. Sometimes today, Amazon shares can go up again by another, not 5%, can be 10%. Then his income might be gone up by 18 billion. But yes, last Friday, this happened, and then his shares 5% went down, and then after as a result, 9.5 billion lost within a day. And the other shareholder, quarter of the company owned by his ex-wife, Miss McKenzie. McKenzie, she owns about quarter, 25% of the Amazon. As a result of that, and also her stake also, she also lost about $3 billion because she also owned about a quarter, 25% of the shares of Amazon, and then because she's a world's richest woman because of the high net worth, 55 billion US dollars, her net worth going down by 3 billion because of Amazon shares went down. Yeah. Dilok asking question, the US economy had a rebound of 31.8%. So as the New York Stock Exchange improved, yes. That's the main reason. Because of the main reason this is share market crashes happen. Why? Why this happened? Why the share price gone down? That's the thing. So it's a next level question. Very good, Dilok. So you're asking, yes, the US, not only US market. If you think about Sri Lanka Stock Exchange right now, because no one expecting today was because they're supposed to lift the curfew today, but they extended to another 1 week. We check Sri Lankan share market right now. You can see how the share market performing right now. It was actually going down, drastic situation. Share market actually can see going down, right? Same thing other countries also. You can see for second time UK lockdown entire country. France they lockdown. Europe, most of the European countries lockdown. USA only. You can see USA more than 200,000 people died from this. So that's the main reason. So some these tech companies like Amazon and everything, how they can sell? If the country lockdown, if country closed, how they can sell? That's the main reason. Even though their last quarter, the quarterly results are really good. Performance is really good, amazing performance than more than they expected. Their profitability is improved. However, there's no the future projections of the world. They are thinking the people are expecting there will be no future for this even companies. That's why share market last week start falling. Today also we can see some continuation. As Dilok was mentioning, the US stock exchange, they have kind of like a rebounding strategies, and then they want to actually improve the Wall Street. They want to improve the share market, everything. They have a different, strong financial system in the USA, but still you can see that this kind of things also happen. It's a small thing, but have a big impact. Therefore, these financial statements are really important. These owners and shareholders are daily reading. A lot of shareholders are reading this financial statement and newspapers mainly. I think the COVID situation. Yeah, the US economy managed to gain back 31% of the its lost GDP. Yeah, that's why they gain back. It's again, but situation still that part is overlap because that's the when rebounding situation of the US GDP was not actually not it's been marginal only because it's only slightly influencing the decision of the shareholders this time. It's not about the output. The US tech companies they gain a lot of output. The share market was actually not affecting. They are very sensitive. They are very sensitive to world situation. The tech companies, they are the real gainers of the situation, but still, there is a situation that people, what happened, unemployment level increasing, right, and other issues of the world. You can see now a lot of people they don't have jobs to do, and they don't have a lot of industries like tourism, like entertainment industries, casinos, and hotels, and so much of events. Well, like so much of people they don't no public for 7 8 months, no jobs. So this will be have a main impact, right? So people are now can see, but companies like Netflix, companies like like Facebook, Instagram, all these tech companies, they are in the next level now, right? They are companies. This is a good time for them. Eh? So, but you can see the owners and shareholders are mainly using this financial statement, and they know this will be impacting to their dividend part at the end. The dividends are always impacted from their profitability. So most of the companies they say they are decided not to pay any dividends to shareholders because how can they pay dividends when their workers are working from home, right? There no one actually they can't. They have a travel restrictions. How can they deliver? Even Amazon also they have a problem. How can they deliver? People are ordering online, but how can they deliver? Home delivery parts sometimes government are not allowing. This time we can see Sri Lanka also. They are not giving any permission to this what you call mobile retailers. Last time we can see people are there. Mobile retailers they travel home to home by selling different things, but this time no one. Right? Guys, the second wave is too bad. You can see the financial statement. Anyway, whatever the situation, companies can make projections and performance. Economy can again regain. Even US economy can see some GDP growth can be expected, but that is actually irrational. That is not relevant this situation because owners and shareholders are expecting by long run. Long run, this will be. I think people are expecting this situation will be continued another 2 years even until they find the vaccine. The situation will be there. This virus will be there another like a 2 years, 2.5 years. That means until you finish your A-levels, you have to do online, right? This is the situation. So what to do, right? So you have to adapt to the new situation, the new normal life. You have to adapt to that situation, right? Immediately. So that's why I'm telling everyone, guys. So don't think you can't learn. You don't think you are. Some people are discouraged to, being in online class. No, be active listener. Like Diluk, look at every day he's asking some question. Look at the Ritika. Every day she asking some question. Look at Tamod there. No, I know for very couples, very daily I'm highlighting them because they are really interesting to these classes. But some of you actually I'm very disappointing. Always very silent listeners, not contributing anything to the lesson, right? So be an active listener, active participant, and then only we can make a like an interesting lesson. Right? Okay. The other stakeholders, external stakeholders, there are a lot of external stakeholders, bankers, investors, potential investors, and government, media. So many people are watching here. financial statements, information that you are going to publish, because to make the decisions. For example, if I'm a supplier, I want to know whether this company is able to pay my bill. Then I can continue my order. Can I believe about this company? If I'm the government, I want to check this company's tax and everything. Are they paying tax? Are this company is a good citizen, corporate citizen? Are they doing any illegal activity, or are they doing any what you call giving full employment opportunity? How much they contribute to the GDP? Everything. If I'm a competitor, if I'm a rival company, I want to find out whether business is actually doing a rival a good competition. Are they going to give them? How much they earn this time, how much they earn. Are they are the number one, or we are the number one? Either we are going to find out those in comparison they are going to do. Accountants also same. So much of people are there, internal and external stakeholders mainly looking at the financial statement. Right. Let's talk about this last week. And okay, the other part, this is the important part. And what are the main decisions, important decisions? You can see using financial document to inform decision making. One aspect of the financial statement is actually getting an informed decisions. There are different types of decisions are there business can make. Key decisions, these are the example of a key decisions of an organization. So it's there in my short note and everything, so just go through. Mainly you can make funding decisions. If I'm an accountant, I can find out whether this company need a bank loan or not. If I don't have enough assets, then I'm thinking, okay, I should go for external loan. Otherwise, this business liquidity portion is very low. Okay? If this business have a high liquidity portion, too much of cash, then I can think, okay, now, like imagine if you have a current ratio like 5:1, then that is mean I have underutilized asset. Then I can utilize for investment. Okay, these things I can take by using the ratio analysis part, especially acid test ratio, quick rate, current ratio, profitability ratio. Funding decisions I can take. I can get the information regarding the calculate liquidity ratio, see whether the business need to raise short-term finance or not. If I have like a 0.5 to 1 or something like that, less than 0.1.5, I don't safe region is 1.5 to 2 current ratio. If I less than 1.5, then I know I have a problem. I'm running out of cash, so I need to go for a bank loan. Funding decisions are important for that. Bank overdraft or bank loan are important. Other decision is reducing cost. So the organization, by from looking at the financial statement, I can see, okay, this company, this year compared last year, our financial marketing expenses are very high. We should reduce this because no point of marketing right now. Yeah. If you go to television right now, TV advertisement and everything, you can see advertisement, but all this advertisement related to COVID-19. I see a lot of soap advertisement and everything. They're saying, okay, this is a government approved one. Use it as a hand sanitizer, right? Use this like a face mask advertisement or detergent, everything only, right? Not anything, right? There is no Coca-Cola advertisement. There is no singer, no Damro, no furniture advertisement, right? No hotel advertisement, nothing, right? But they have essential good items. They are going to do. Especially, they are going to advertise these days. You can see hand sanitizer advertisements are there, face mask advertisements are going on. Different thing advertise essential thing, right? So a lot of people they cut down the marketing budget this time, administration budget, reduce the salaries. So much of workers they are actually working from home. Therefore, they reduce the transport cost and everything. So reducing cost that can be taken as a look at the by taking the financial information, they can take a decision to how to reduce the financial expenses and marketing expenses and administration expenses. Which heading? Okay, the look is the which heading will the decision of the increasing marketing go under? Yeah, increasing marketing goes under here. The it's actually funding reducing cost decision, increasing or decreasing whatever it goes under marketing or finance or anything. All the expense budget and everything are talking under reducing cost. Marketing is coming under cost. There's a huge right the cost promotion campaigns, sales commission. Okay? Do you think these days people can do something, sell something? Car sale people? Totally disaster. No? What about the people who are working in the insurance industries, the banking, what do you call, leasing companies, all that agents? Disaster. They don't have anything to sell. Working from home only. So then company has to pay them at least the basic salary, right? Whatever the increase or decrease. Now mainly I talk about the if you're reducing, right, decisions and everything are taken from there, and also increasing profitability. That decision also you can take how to increase the profitability, how to like you can wage cost and increase control more tightly, or improve the revenue, falling behind those of the competitors. So much of example you can take, different strategies you can take, or selling overseas, different strategies to increase the profitability you can take by looking at the financial statements. And finally, we can make investment decisions, guys. Investment decisions also important to make like a look at the financial statement specifically. If I'm investor, I'm looking at the mainly SOFP and the bottom line mainly operating profit. I'm talking mainly ROCE, return on capital employed. Ne? Operating profit divided by capital employed in 100. As if I'm investor, I make my decision basically based on that. I'm going to find out how much what is ROC of the company. Is it 10%? About 10%? It's good. Right? Because bankers nowadays giving about how much? 5%. Sri Lanka, but 5%, 4%. So if a company pays you about 14%, excellent, superb. Right? So I'm thinking, for my investment, how much of return can I earn from the company? ROC, return on capital employed. So these things are really important to make the financial different. You can see reducing cost decision, profitability decisions, investment decision, funding decisions. These are the main type of decision for an examination also. If you ask what are the type of decision can be taken by using the financial statement, these are the four types of decisions, right? Funding decisions, investment decisions, costing decisions, and investment decisions. Yeah. Okay, we are going to the final part, the topic, the other financial decisions, other financial documents, other uses of financial documents. There are so much of uses are there. We mainly talk about the major shareholders, major stakeholders, employees, managers, owners and shareholders, and external parties. These are the type of external parties. We are one by one, we are talking other uses of financial documents. Number one, government, because final document is a compulsory preparing because of the organization, because of the government to produce it to the government. Here the government, Indian Revenue Department, I prepare my account. This is my company. This is my company performance for this year. This year we haven't earned anything, right? Loss making company, therefore I can't pay taxes for you. You have to give a record to the government. So the government are looking at this. So government always try to give some kind of concession, especially for sole traders. But company you have to compulsory and prepare the accounts. Like countries like China, they are giving only 3 chances only. If 3 years, if you can't pay the tax income to the government, they say to the company owner here, if you can't pay any income, if you are not raising any profit, if you are not earning any profit, no point of doing a business, you can shut down. Like that, the government forcing the company to withdraw the company, close the business because if they're not paying any taxes. True, but Sri Lanka, you can see some companies are there throughout the years, 10, 15 years loss. Government not taking any action, right? Then if the company making losses, how can they survive then? The government not asking this question, but preparation is important. So a lot of companies are there, guys. So like these financial statements are everything not accurate. Sometimes they manipulate. That's also very important part. We are talking that is like evaluation point, government point. That is mainly government use information to monitor the progress of the economy also. Second one, competitors. Yeah, competitor of a company, they like to watch, look the other company results. Then only they can benchmark. Then only they can benchmark. Like Coca-Cola company, they can have enough records. Worldwide they have, they can benchmark with them. Right? So then if you're Pepsi, they can easily get the results of the Coca-Cola. They can benchmark with them. Benchmarking. Competitors analyzing. If you're an athlete, you can say what is the, if you're a 100 meters run, you can see what is the record of Usain Bolt. Okay, I should try to beat that record. Like that, you want to try to always compete. No? Listed companies always available. I told you, anything. You give me any company, I can download and I can show you the financial statement. It's freely available. You have to just Google it. Any company, results are available, publicly limited companies. Financial statements are available. You can go and you can access to those information and you can search about those companies, and then you can take the as a competitor, as a media, you can easily access all that companies, right? Yeah, yeah. Dilip want to download the Tesco, right? He's I think Dilip, why you are interested in US companies these days? Huh? Yeah, Tesco is a very good supermarket, ne? Why Walmart? Walmart is number one, right? Tesco like number two, right? So these days, yeah, you can see supermarkets are thriving. No? Like Sri Lanka also same. No? So all the supermarkets are these days like good business for them, right? When the country locked down, you can see online orders now. You can see like there's a queue now. Just check the Sri Lanka this Kills website today. There's a queue. A lot of people they because for 1 week they can't go out. So a lot of people are ordering online. Right? Competitors are there and media guys. Right? A lot of people their media attention. They want to write these reports and everything. They want to specialize. This media specialists are there concerning these things. You can CNN, BBC, right? Fox News, Channel 4. You can see so much of it. They are research people. Al Jazeera. These people are looking at this in media information and they are making format because even Sri Lankan TV channels also say they are doing this. Financial statements. Focus on the business. Last night, if you watched television, I don't know how many of you watch it. Last night, the Sri Lankan television channel actually revealed the financial statement about there's some kind of like a malpractice going on in Ceylon Electricity Board, CEB, right? Because they are engineers, they never paid the pay tax. That information they revealed to the media, revealed to the market yesterday by looking at their financial statement, directors' letters, and everything. That because even for us also, like all the companies, our workers, we have to pay tax, pay as you earn. But only company in Sri Lanka, only institution in Sri Lanka, so which is owned by the government also, not paying pay tax. Those engineers is a privilege to those engineers. CEB, Ceylon Electricity Board, those engineers they are not paying their pay tax. That information revealed by the Sirosa TV yesterday, and they revealed it to the media, the public in the first news bulletin. We can see that information where they going to find from the financial statement. Okay, and tax authorities. So tax authorities always want to look at this because they find out how much value-added tax they have to pay, how much income tax they have to pay, how much excise duties they have to pay. So mainly income, this information is really concerned about all the tax authorities of the organization. If they put the income of the organization, that always you have to responsibility of them actually to actually regulate it. Sometimes these people, some organizations are there, they are earning like a multiple incomes from different sources. So everything must be taxes. So there's a good tax system is there. If you go to USA, UK, if you do 2 jobs, 3 jobs, you have to pay taxes for every job, right? Even you're earning daily basis or weekly basis, monthly basis, people have to pay taxes. At Sri Lanka, we don't have that much of restrictions, right? Tax authorities are there, and also auditors are there, right? Company auditors, they are mainly looking at the company financial statement to give their comment, their opinion. They want to find out whether the company is operating, they are doing their business in, they are giving the operations are true and fair according to their knowledge. Auditing statements are there like KPMG, EY, PwC, and everything. So these things are really important. And also company registrar of companies also same. They also mainly looking at the company information. They have to give annually to renew the license, company license to renewal and everything. Company registrar, you have to send a set of copy to the company registrar also with the company annual returns in order to renew the company license. Right. So yeah, that's all about the thing. Let's go to quickly before we wind up. Let's do this MCQ, please. Right, so I'm asking from different people. So first question I'm asking from Kaushal. Right, Kaushal, what's the question? MCQ number one. The owner of a business may use financial document to assess the company's what? A, B, C, D. Owner. What's the answer, Kaushal?
B. B. Profitability.
Correct. Profitability. Answer is correct. B. Okay. Okay. Question number two. I'm asking from Suha. A bank may use company's financial document to help assess
Uh, Credit worthiness.
credit worthiness. Very good. Credit worth. Very good. Okay. Credit worthiness means the how. Are you like a where you know, can you believe or not the credit worthiness, or what's the financial character of the person. Okay, very good. Third question I'm asking from Tamodya. Um, you can, if you can't talk, you can chat, you can use chat line. Others also you can use the chat line. Question number 3, Tamodya, the authenticity of the financial documents is checked by authenticity of the financial document is checked by whom? Supplier, shareholder, auditor, local authority. Which stakeholder is checking the financial document? Okay, got an answer. Yeah.
Sir, is it C?
C, yeah, correct. Yeah. Authenticity means Kaushal actually is giving some kind of a authorization, kind of a authentication, like giving some kind of permission to release, like kind of like a report, independent report about the accuracy. So answer is C, auditor. They are the one who actually giving authorizing the finance document. They are the one who checking, vouching and verification. They are the one who verify each and every numbers are accurate. Okay, last question I'm asking from
Sir?
yes, Dilu. Yes, Tamadya.
Sir, so if that's a verification process, isn't it also run by authorities or is it only auditors?
Verification process only auditors. Only auditors. Because there are external auditors that is actually they are mainly actually employed by the company directors in the annual general meeting. Shareholders they call them, and they, to check the account, the accuracy of the accounts prepared by the management, because management can do any manipulation. Management reports they have to, we can't believe sometimes. So that's why shareholders call them, person called auditor, company, and this their job is to check the accuracy and to verify if there are any frauds and errors are there. They are going to check and disclose them to the shareholders. So that's the auditor's part, authentication. Okay. The fourth question I'm asking from uh, Dinendra. Dinendra, he's the first one today. He came to the class. Dinendra, financial document might be used to help business to make decisions about which of the following. Financial document might use to help the business to make decision regarding what? Funding, marketing, remuneration, exchange rate.
So funding.
Funding, very good. Answer is funding. Yeah, okay. From that time, winding up my today lesson because I think the time is up. Okay, thank you very much for coming today. We have, I think, 15 students were there. Okay, then see you on our next lesson. We'll do a couple of revision parts. We can start the revision from next day. Then thank you very much. Have a nice day for everyone. Okay, see you.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Sir. Bye.
Yes, sir. Sir. Sir.